In this short video tutorial, I will be explaining on some of the things that I had missed out in the first video tutorial on how to set up your model space for two-dimensional architectural drafting. Now, the two things that I had missed out is annotation of draft dimensions. If you are currently typing your dimensions command, you might be getting this. Now, this is not good enough. This is because it's not set to annotation. And it has to pick up annotation automatically. You do not have to set this manually. So, and the other thing is we did not set up the multi-leader. So to do that, first we will set up the dimension. Just to rectify that error, there is one small step you have to take. Click on format, click on dimension style, then click on the dimension that you had created on the first tutorial, click on modify. Now that that's done, all of these to be left as it is. Click on the Fit tab and click on Annotative and click OK. Click on this, set this to current and close. Now when we create a dimension, we should see a proper dimension. Everything looks proportional. Let me just show you. So in order to see a proportional dimension, we do a rectangle. I'll just draw a rectangle of 12.9 meters in length by 7.5 meters in length and press enter. Now to see a consistent dimension, now before you had the actual dimension turned on, let me just show you before and after. Before this was not set to annotative, you might have been getting a dimension something like this. And we'll also change our scale to 1:100. Let me redraw that. Now DIMLI is a linear dimension. So this is not currently annotative, right? Once you make the changes that I had said earlier in this video, by clicking on Format, Dimension Styles, then Modify, coming to the Fit tab, and select Annotative, you should see that your dimensions will now look something like this. And the annotation has been turned on. Now, this distance is too much between this bottom of this text and the top of this line. So we'll just click here. And we will click on offset from dimension line. So it's in here, you just have to see where it is. Text offset is set to 5 mm. So what we will do is we will change this to a 2. And if that is okay with you, or we can just put it to a 1. Click here, then we will go to text offset. And we can change it to 1. Now this looks way much better. So what we will do, we'll just reflect this back to the format. Click on format, click on dimension styles, select your style to be modified, then click on modify. Then from there, go to the text tab, then go to offset from dimension line and change the distance that you want to set it to, which is a distance of 1 millimeter. Now as you can see, it's much more better, and close. Now the next thing that I forgot to do in that video was to show you how to set up a multi-leader. So basically what we will need to do is click on the multi-leader style, then click on new, then say our layout. So we can just say a multi-leader. Click on continue. Now, the first thing that we need to do is keep your line type straight. The color to be indicated by the layer. The line type to be done by block. To be also be by layer. The line weight to be set to by block. The symbol of this arrow to be closed fill and just at a size of 2 millimeters. And the break size you can say 5 for this case. We will verify that in in the next few minutes. Then click on leader structure. Maximum leader points is only 2. Don't have to check this. Don't have to check this. Set your landing distance of 1. This should be annotative at all times so that your text actually reflects to everything. Now you click on content. The multi-leader type is your M text. And the default text for this you don't have to worry about this. Click on the text style. Click on this tab. My apologies. Click on this drop-down arrow and select the multi-leader style text that you had created earlier. The text color to be by layer and the text height is already set. Now also you have to set up this one, which is very much important. This is middle of top line. So you put it to middle of text. That means that this line will be set in the middle of these 2 points of the text. And similarly, you can do it here, do the same thing here. The landing gap from here to here, you can just say 2. Okay. Do a set current and close. Now what we will do is we'll draw our multi-leader, and for that you have to turn on your layer to multi-leader. If not, you can create one. You can type MLD for multi-leader. Then pick wherever you want. This is just a test and click on OK. And you can enter your text as so if you find that this landing gap is too much, what you can do is just decrease it in properties, or you can go to format. Now for me this is better, more than enough. So what I will do is I'll just leave it at is. But if you think that this is wrong, what you can do is click on format, then click on multi-leader style, then select your format, then modify, and then all you have to do is come here into the landing gap and put it to a distance of 1 millimeter and close. And if you think that that's okay, then it's okay. So now that we know that this is annotative, just select on this and you should see this as annotative, and all your properties will be reflected here. We had set a paper text height of 1.5, it chose to be 2, but it's 1.5, and all of these are reflected here. That's all for this video, and thank you for the likes and subscribe in the earlier videos. For more great content, please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions or queries, please let me know via comments. Thank you.